Good morning, class. Thank you for coming, and I'm happy to see you on a very nice Saturday morning. We will have a lecture. Today's will be on the reason for studying English. We will cover also the subjects of pronunciation and articulation of hard-to-pronounce words and letters, especially for Asian students and Koreans. We'll be starting at chapter 11. I want you to take your handouts that I gave you last week. Okay, so does anybody have any questions? If you have any questions, please write them down and I will take care of them during the class. This morning, I'd like to start off with the reasons why we need to speak English, especially if you come from another country and are not a native English speaker. One of the reasons you want to learn English is so that you can improve yourself and you can also advance in your job and get possibly better promotion, better pay. You can communicate better with many people in your social groups, your religious groups, and it makes life a little bit easier if you know what types of English to use and when to use it. One of the things of teaching articulation and English pronunciation is do not worry about losing your accent. You will always have an accent, but if you pronounce correctly, as I give you the guidance and these worksheets and examples, then you will be able to also articulate and communicate very accurately even though you do have an accent. Okay, is there any questions right now? Okay, no questions right now, thank you. Okay, so this morning what we're going to do is we're going to look at some practice letters and practice words, and these are going to be the L and the R and the T letters and words. These are very hard for Asian students to pronounce because of the way you pronounce your Korean. And so we will go through them and we will practice them, and I will then provide you with a phonetic analysis and a phonetic word that will reproduce the sounds, and this will make it easy for you to remember how to pronounce the sounds. So as an example, if you're talking about the word vocabulary, if you pronounce it with the, I will write this down here. If you pronounce it with the pronunciation guide that I will give you, you will then have a key to how to know how to pronounce and give you the ability to pronounce words even if you do not know the meanings. And so I will just show you an example. For instance, if you see the word vocabulary, if you'll notice, I've misspelled it, and this is called phonetic pronunciation. If you pronounce it vo-cab, see the word you, lair, e. And if you pronounce it that way, vo-cab, you, lair, e, you will then pronounce it in a very clear and concise manner where people will be able to understand you. Once you get past the difficulty of understanding my techniques, then you'll be able to walk up to anybody and carry on a conversation and be able to then communicate with them. And we'll start with our vocabulary again. This will give you the definition of the words, because in any part of learning a new language, you need to learn the vocabulary and you need to learn how to pronounce the vocabulary. So we will take some of the words in the vocabulary lesson. I will break them down for you, and I will be able to also give you, again, my techniques that will provide you with the ability to pronounce accurately and precisely, and then your homework for the next weekend. Do you have any questions? Okay.